What's going on, everyone? James here with some real news, and Marvel Animation just got done with their San Diego Comic-Con panel, so you know what that means. We got a lot of news and a lot of stuff to recap and break down, and yes, there's some exciting bits of info along the way. Now guys, before we get into it and we talk about everything they just unveiled, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies, TV, and all the news in between. So if you do too, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on the bell, and hit the thumbs up button for more San Diego Comic-Con content just like this. Try saying that 5 times fast. San Diego Comic-Con content, San Diego Comic-Con content. Alrighty, so without further ado guys, let's dive into all the announcements, all the confirmations, and even some of the fun surprises along the way for the Marvel Animation panel. For starters, this was a packed room, and I'm almost surprised that some of this info didn't actually go to a bigger stage, like a Hall H for example, but you can tell that the room was packed and social media was buzzing, things were popping off on Twitter, my goodness. But it was really nice to know that according to Thomas Holland, I believe his name is, on Twitter, Jeffrey Wright had an intro for the Marvel Studios animation panel. That is really dope, and I kind of wish I could hear that now. You had Paul F. Tompkins that was moderating the panel, and then of course Brian Winderbaum, who's Marvel's head of animation, showed up on stage but with a Watcher hat, which was really dope according to Rach Meets World. And he also noted that What If was the gateway to doing more projects under the Marvel Animation umbrella. So for as much as I didn't like What If for the most part, I do think that this is a good little gateway into getting more from the animation side of Marvel Studios. And I do think that even though season 1 wasn't the greatest, I'm pretty hopeful for season 2, but we'll get there. Stick with me. But before we do, we got to talk about some of the other projects they unveiled and revealed some more details on, like I Am Groot, who got an actual trailer that we reacted to on the channel. According to Hope's Loop, apparently Kristen Lepore, the writer of I Am Groot, said that both Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel recorded lines for these shorts. I believe there are 5 shorts in total that's releasing on August 10th, so that is really cool. And apparently they were treated, the entire crowd at that panel, they were treated to a full episode. It was Groot Takes a Bath, but no one was allowed to record, of course, and I almost wonder how long that episode was. It couldn't have been more than 10 minutes, right? And according to Marvel Guides, season 2 of I Am Groot is already in development, likely for a 2023 release. You'll start to notice a trend here, guys. A lot of these projects have already been greenlit for a season 2 and sometimes a season 3 in some instances, so things are moving along pretty gingerly at Marvel Animation. Now this next section of news is both good and bad, guys. If you're a big Spider-Man fan like myself, well, let's just rip the band-aid off. Spider-Man freshman year, according to Marvel Studios, is going to be streaming on Disney+. Yes, we knew that, but now it's going to be eyeing a 2024 release window, which is quite the delay actually. I didn't expect us to get that show that late, which is a little concerning. But apparently the crowd was treated to some first look images from the panel itself. According to Discussing Film, there's going to be various suits in the series, and apparently Marvel Guide says that they talked about a surprise character coming on board, which is Nico Minoru of the Runaways. I don't know who that is, but if you do, I'm happy for you. Now what I will say is that a lot of the concept art that was shown off to me seemed just like that concept art. The figures didn't look the greatest, but the photos also weren't very high quality, so I'm not going to judge the character models here, guys. We're just going to talk about the content and the material. And Marvel Guides went on to say that the series is also going to feature the MCU debut of Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk. And then there's also the first appearance of MCU's Harry Osborn. Because yes, apparently freshman year is canon, so hey, MCU Harry Osborn, let's go. And don't worry, there's more. Freshman year will feature Daredevil in his original black suit according to Marvel Guides, and we also got some first images of Peter Parker and Spider-Man in freshman year. So it's neat to see that we're getting a lot of different first looks at this show, right, even though it's pretty far off now. But then you have Doctor Strange, who apparently is going to appear in freshman year as well, according to Baconi H on Twitter. That is super dope. And then this next part, I know, Netflix Daredevil fans are going to be happy with it. According to Daps Magic on Twitter, Daredevil will be voiced by Charlie Cox and Bentley Whitman will be voiced by Paul F. Tompkins in Spider-Man freshman year. And according to the same source, yeah, there's going to be a Spider-Man sophomore year. So like I said, a lot of these series getting season 2s and season 3s right off the bat. Feige and the crew must like what they're seeing, and I'm really happy that Marvel Animation is getting a lot of love, especially with everything that we've seen so far. But again, that's not it, guys. We have to talk about What If, because yes, season 2's on the way, and well, we're getting a lot more in this realm. Audiences were reportedly given a preview of What If season 2, according to Cinegeek News and according to Marvel Studios themselves. Season 2 is coming early 2023 on Disney+. Now that is pretty dope, so we don't have to wait too much longer for What If season 2. But you also got what Discussing Film broke, and they said that it includes a pretty cool cast of some new characters in the series. And when I say new, I mean new for What If. You have a Hela story, Odin versus the Mandarin, Captain Carter meeting Winter Soldier, Tony on Sakaar with Valkyrie and Hulk, and yeah, all that being said, season 3 is also in production. What the heck, What If? You're going crazy here, but that's not it, guys. Oh my gosh. Marvel Zombies. Yeah, Marvel Zombies. Now this one surprised me actually the most. Marvel Zombies is reportedly going to be rated TV MA according to Discussing Film, and that actually pleases me. That means they're probably not going to hold back, and there's probably going to be a lot of blood and gore, so don't bring the kids, keep them at home, and if you're watching it at home, then oh boy. And we were also able to get a first look at Marvel Zombies. We got Captain Marvel, what looks like Abomination, Captain America. We got, oh my goodness, I didn't even notice this, y'all, Scarlet Witch. And if I'm not mistaken, we see an Okoye zombie right in the middle. I mean, there's a lot happening here. That's Hawkeye, maybe? I don't know. I see a bow and arrow right in between Okoye and then Scarlet Witch floating up top. So there's a lot here. Point out any that I might have missed in the comments below, but that's pretty cool. That means they're really investing a lot of time and resources to Marvel Zombies. And according to Discussing Film, the show is going to release in 2024. And hey, let's put one more cherry on top of the cake. Apparently, we're going to get some new heroes in Marvel Zombies like Jimmy Woo, Kate Bishop, Yelena, Shang-Chi, and Ms. Marvel. A Ms. Marvel zombie. Is that gonna happen? And then for me, my most anticipated part of this panel was any sort of details they could give us for X-Men 97, and my goodness, did they give us a lot. They even gave us a first look at how our X-Men will be presented in X-Men 97. Now again, listen, I am not going to sit here and be like, that looks rough, because it does. I mean, it was not high quality. I am not going to sit here and judge how it looks, but it looks okay to me. I mean, it's a 2D animated series. Like, what do you guys want from it? It looks like it's going to pay homage to the 97 series, and it's also going to go ahead and, I guess, push us forward, and it will definitely push us forward. And that's because we have some new additions according to Discussing Film. We have Sunspot, Cable, Bishop, and Nightcrawler, and a big deal here, guys. According to my good friend Leo at Geekly Goods, Magneto will be the new leader of the X-Men 97 team. Now, I don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure there are some people out there, and even some of my friends that have read these comics, and they know what the heck this means, but to me, it seems, okay, it looks cool. And there was a first look image, and now, I know I said I'm not going to judge, but this does look a little off to me. I don't know. Maybe they're going to put some finishing touches on it, but Magneto doesn't look right here. I don't know. Maybe this is a different take on it. I'm going with an open mind. But man, I was not feeling this Magneto look, to be honest with you. And according to Marvel Studios, they said, y'all want a release date? Well, we'll give you a release window. It's going to begin streaming on Disney Plus fall 2023. And according to Boris Kitt over at Hollywood Reporter, guys, yes, a second season's already in development. So let's greenlight everything. Just do it for everything. Just I don't know. I mean, I'm actually pretty excited that it's being greenlit, which means they have some confidence in it, but I am just so excited to see what they're going to deliver with X-Men 97. Now, this is a part of my childhood, y'all, so don't play with me, but nostalgia is a powerful thing too. And that is about it from the Marvel Animation panel, you guys. There was a lot of info. I'm sure I missed some, so go ahead and get loud in the comments below if I missed anything. Let's talk about some of your favorite parts of this panel. So for good measure, I Am Groot, Spider-Man Freshman Year, What If Season 2, you had Marvel Zombies, oh, my head is still spinning, X-Men 97. So we had some really major players here, and it does seem like, you know, they did talk about projects over the next 2 years, because that does include Spider-Man Freshman Year coming out in 2024. So I am excited to see what the heck they got up their sleeves for the future, but this to me is a promising runway that's laid out for Marvel Animation. So guys, again, there you have it. That's the real news of the day. So let me know down below what you thought of the Marvel Animation panel at San Diego Comic-Con, and hit the big red button below. Stay subscribed, because tomorrow's Marvel Studios, which means Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. I'm hopeful. Alrighty, y'all. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.